Greetings, greetings, greetings. Conscious awakening here. As the description says in the video, I have a soul triber who wanted me to do a love reading for them. Of course, tarot isn't just specific for this individual. I'm sure that there will be some messages in for some other of my soul tribers that if you're looking for a love or a relationship, that this can possibly be a video for you. If you're not, then dismiss this video. Maybe send it to somebody who is actually looking for love or already in a relationship trying to find out if this is their soulmate or uh, twin flame or karmic or whatever the case may be. So I'm going to get right into it. And again, tarot is gender specific. It's not bound by gender. So if you see the king or the queen, it doesn't necessarily mean a king or a queen. It could be a female that's in her masculine or a male that's in his feminine. So do not get that confused as I go along. A couple good shuffles in here. This is a love reading. They had a couple of specific questions that they wanted answers to. They wanted to know, is it the one that they're with? Is that the one? They are having some difficulties. But she wanted to know, is the one that she's with, is that the one? Oh, the King of Sacred Circles. Again, there's no gender roles in tarot. But since this is for a female, and the King of Sacred Circles, this is someone that financial abundance, someone who has the financial capacity to take care of her. So, with that being the first card coming out, I would say it's possible that this could be the one, especially if you're in it for not only a love, but to be abundant and have someone to financially support you. Confirmation. Okay. So we got the Eight of Staves, which is mean it's happening fast. So whoever this is, whoever my collective that I'm talking to, this king is very serious. This King of Circles is very serious about you and about this relationship. He's aiming, setting target directly on you. Serious. I see that, the eight is always about the infinity and ongoing and infinity side. That tells me, and the Eight of Staves usually mean quick acting, quick thinking, being agile on your feet, moving fast and rapidly towards something, as you can see. Moving fast towards you. Okay. Well, for the first part of it, I would say that this king is very serious about whatever you guys have. He's taking it very, very seriously, or she's taking it very, very seriously. It's not playing. There is no dilly-dallying. I believe they may be older, and I don't always mean older by age, because souls are ageless, but some are older than others. Okay? So, another eight. The Eight of Swords. So, there's a lot of thought going through, a lot of thought in this process. Maybe on your end you're thinking about him, and maybe they're thinking about you. Maybe you both are thinking about each other, which is contributing to the angst and the anxiety of going ahead getting together. I believe that's why it's like let's do it. Let's go ahead and just do it. I don't know if that full fledged means like wedding bells maybe, because this is like rapid. It's like we going on. We going from this step to this step to this step. So I don't know. So far, what I've seen since the King of Sacred Circles came out first, that kind of tells me that this is a very serious relationship. Uh, there is no play. Both you guys have probably already been through a lot, and it's to the point where he's pretty much set his eyes on his target and he's going after it. Okay. Oh, should have known. 6 of Cups. See, and this could be you or your person has someone reminiscing, or you're reminiscing, and maybe that's the reason why you guys aren't where you need to be. Seems like this individual is already ready, but the 6 of Cups is always about reminiscing. Someone reminiscing, someone thinking about a past situation, which is not always the best energy to have, especially when you're going into a fresh and new relationship that's kind of like carrying baggage, thoughts, and reminiscing, and time traveling, I like to call it, back to a time where you're with a different individual, because this is definitely a fresh relationship. It's not something that's been going on for a very long time, but the person that I'm doing a reading for said they had a feeling like this could possibly be the one, and from what I've seen so far, it represents like it is. But then at the same time, you have to always watch out, because those doubts and those reminisce. When you reminisce, you bring up old past concepts, and then you bring it into a new relationship, which is never good. So watch that. Be very careful. Oh, 3 of Cups, third party situation. So maybe that's what that's about. Maybe they're reminiscing, or you reminiscing about a past love. 2 cups came out in a row, which is always about emotions, love. Okay? So you got the 6 of Cups, which reminisce, and then right into the 3 of Cups, which is a third party situation. I don't know if it's your person that has the third party, or if it's you. Either way, if you want this relationship to work based on love, you have to relieve yourself of this third party, or they have to relieve themselves of this third party situation. Because again, prior to that, I just said this is about reminiscing, and maybe this person is a baby mother, baby father, whatever the case may be. It's something that they've thought about, and are thinking about, or you thinking about, or thought about. That's the past. This is future, or present. Okay. The Prince of Sacred Circles in the upright position. Yeah. Well, again, you got stability. You got someone who's making a starch effort on being the one that you need, but at the same time, it comes right behind the third party. So, with this, this could represent immaturity. Maybe the third party was immature, and the reason why you aren't with them, but that still doesn't stop you from reminiscing and thinking about them. Okay? All right. That is definitely an immature energy. That's the prince. It's the prince of circles, or maybe this person didn't have as much money as this person, because it's the circle, so it's the coins or the pentacles, so it represents financial. So maybe this new love is in a better financial situation than your past love, the one that you're reminiscing about, and the one that is kind of obviously still in your life in a third party type of scenario. Okay. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Let's get some more here. What's on the bottom of the deck? The Eight of circles in reverse. So it's still talking about money. Another 8 too. So I got 3 of the 8s up here. So, but this one is in reverse. So that's right behind the Prince of Sacred Circles. I just said maybe you didn't have the finances of the King of Sacred Circles, which is the new person. Thank you. But also it's in reverse. So when I said the 8 is ongoing, it's a continuous energy. So that tells me that definitely this prince, whoever that you're reminiscing about, definitely doesn't have the financial stability as the king. Definitely doesn't have the financial stability as the king. Thank you again. Confirmations. Okay. That seems to me like there needs a choice that needs to be made. Ten of Staves. A burden. Carrying a heavy load. Carrying a heavy load. Prior to me pulling that card, I just said it seems to me like it's a decision that needs to be made. Or are we going to dwell in the past and stick with the prince? That's a past energy, the one that you're reminiscing about, thinking about, having a third party scenario going. Or you're going to go with the established king that has all of the stuff in order. He has all of the financial stability in the world. He's very serious about you. He's moving quickly. He's making his play known. He's not hiding. He's giving it to you raw. He's letting you know exactly what he wants, exactly what it is. So with you, you're in your 8 of Swords, which is thoughts and communication, maybe intuition, but it needs to be a decision made, and he's going to hold your feet to the fire. You're not going to be able to play and hold him for long without going ahead and making a decision, and not either you're going to move forward in this energy and stay with this one, or you're going to fall back and go back into your old habit and be with the unstable prince. He doesn't have the financial stability as the king. And the burden, maybe you have children. It could be you, could be him. See, children are in the picture. And it's a heavy burden regardless of what or who. It's a massive burden. Oh, yeah. Oh, so I got all 4 8s out. So this is the 8 of Cups. So as you can see, she's turned her back, or he's turned her back on, or turned his back on a lot of love or fake love and headed to the foundation. So maybe that is the choice. to choose foundation over maybe lust. Maybe this is the lust. But in this card, the back is turned, headed towards a foundation. Maybe that is the decision. Or maybe that's the decision that should be made. So far, what I'm picking up on, just on my intuition alone, I'm picking up on the king. The king's energy is where you should be. Tarot is not written in stone. We all have free will. You can choose to go any which way you decide. This is not for me to decide. When you ask for a tarot card reading, I give you what the cards are saying. I don't sugarcoat my readings. I don't take what I'm doing lightly either. So therefore, I'm just giving you a suggestion. I'm giving you a glimpse behind the veil. You can take this energy in this read and do with it as you please. As it resonates for you, that means it's for you. If it's not, if it doesn't resonate, let it alone, let it fly, let someone else have it, because it's for them, okay? But again, this is pretty obvious energy. See, you have the back turned to the cups, and cups represent love. It's turned away from those and headed to a foundation. So you can take that however you want to. I'm not sure if your prince has a foundation. From what the Eight of Sacred Circles in reverse is, he doesn't. He doesn't have his ducks in a row. His monetary situation isn't the best, which is usually the case with more younger energy. But that don't stop you from reminiscing. That don't stop you from thinking about. So again, even if you look at this card, you have an older guy and a younger guy. It's your choice. I said it's a decision in here for you. You have to make a decision. You're going to have to make it abruptly, because this energy is fast. It's moving fast. And if you're not careful, it'll fly away. Oh, yeah. The Hierophant. Now, this is the first major arcana out. The Hierophant is about higher learning. It's about old school thinking. It's about traditions. It's about marriage. Someone being proposed to, making a strong proposal in the Hierophant. The Hierophant is a traditional religious dogma type of based energy. So when I see this card, in accordance with everything else I've read so far, this card naturally represents either marriage, divorce, or something to do with that type of energy. So you can take that how it resonates again. Use your own discernment. But this represents a tradition, a religious dogma tradition. Okay? I don't know if that's what you wanted, but I told you, once I seen this card come out, that this entity is not playing. They are sincere. They already made their mind up. They already been through their trials and tribulations. They set their sights on you. You are the target. You are the prize. So, hey, I'm just giving you what the cards are reading. That's it. Okay. Let's see. Six of Staffs. Again, moving fast moving. Fast moving energy. Fast moving energy. So, and that's about past energy too. Maybe that is the sexual appetite of this Prince still coming through. But you need to be trying to make up your mind abruptly. You don't have a lot of time. Again, like I said, the king, he's already set his eyes on his target, and you are it. So it's pretty much the ball is in your court. He's already basically committed. He's in a committed type of situation. Prior, he was already ready to be committed to you. So you're the one who's kind of dragging your feet. Oh, temperance in reverse. Temperance in reverse. This is usually about patience, which means he's running out of patience. That tells me, like I said earlier, you need to hurry up and make up your mind. I mean, you guys see that I'm talking to two different cameras here, right? Because the person didn't want to be on video, but they didn't mind me recording it and doing it on the Conscious Awakening page, but they didn't want their face on it. So don't mind me when I show the card to the other camera, okay? All right. Temperance is about patience. I said he's already made up his mind. I just got done talking about that. He's already made up his mind. There is no doubt he's not playing. His energy is fast moving. He's already clocked you. He got his target. He knows exactly what he wants. I said it was a decision that had to be made. He's running out of patience. This is about patience. It's about him having patience with you. And seemingly, his patience is getting low. Okay? Okay? He's running out of patience. So you're going to have to make a decision rather abruptly, or the decision will be made for you. Again, like I said, this is a fast moving energy, and if you don't react fast enough, he'll fly away. See that? Okay. That tells a very good story. This pretty much explains your entire situation. Let's see. Let's go to another deck. Put this right here. Let's see what the Can you clarify the Prince of Sacred Circles for me, please? Ancestors, holy angels. Ancestors. Oh, just popped out. The world. Higher self, lower self. Okay. So that, again, that's about choice. That's clearly about choice once again. Okay? You have the higher self, which is being financially stable, maybe a little older, but in his mental and a higher elevated thought process. And the Prince, which is more of a longing, a lower vibration of your sacral energy, your sacral chakra energy. So you have a choice whether you want stability, which the Prince doesn't represent stability. He's definitely a little willy-nilly with his money still. He hasn't made a firm decision on what he's going to do. Or are you going to go with the higher self? You want to go with your lower self or your higher self? But there has to be a decision made. And again, it has to be made pretty abruptly. You don't have a lot of time, because that king will move on. That's because he cherishes you. Doesn't mean that you are his only option. Okay? Right, so that clarifies. And that clarifies the Prince of Sacred Circles very, very well. Oh, 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 okay, great. Two major arcana. You got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. I just told you, it's no time to be playing with this. Either you in or you out. Either you want him or you don't. Because what you're going to do if you're playing around and you're thinking you got time, I'm here to tell you, you don't. He will move on. He would fly away. He would not stay in this area where he's aiming for you. He would fly above that situation and move around. So therefore, in the Wheel of Fortune being in reverse is saying that the pendulum of karma and all of that is not on your side. You've already made a lot of mistakes. I'm just giving you what the cards say, Queen. Don't take me and say I'm saying it. It's saying you've already made some mistakes already. You don't have a lot of time to be playing. So I already said it was time to make a decision, and it was up to you. These are just guides. They're energy guides. You have free will to make a choice or determination or whatever way you want to go. This is not written in stone. Energy is fluid. So you have to understand, you determine what is the next outcome, not this. This is just a glimpse behind the veil. Then you also have the Hermit in reverse or off kilter. So the polarity is off. Again, that tells me you're not doing the inner work. You're flip-flopping back and forth. You really don't know what you want. You don't know if you want this prince that is not financially stable, not making the greatest of choices, but at the same time it could be based on the sexual energy. So you aren't doing the work, so maybe that's why you're choosing this instead of this king. You aren't doing the work. You're being a follower. You're listening to people who don't have the best interests at heart, because this, in its upright position, means being self-guided, finding that light within your own self, going inside to find the answers and bringing it forth, not allowing someone else, like family members, friends, or whoever you consider that you get some advice from. They're not giving you appropriate advice. They're leading you astray, running amok. And the thing about it is, you are allowing it. You have all of the answers on the inside of you, not external. You don't need external answers. The answers lie within, and you're the only one who has answers to this riddle. Because at this point, I can make a suggestion as far as who I see to be the more sustainable love, since this is a love reading, between the two, because obviously you didn't tell me that there were two, but there are definitely two. There are definitely two competing forces, young and old. Young and old. Or older, I should say. I don't want to say old, but older. Okay. Give me one more from my Pagan Cats deck. About it. Oh, okay. All right. All right. So I got Temperance again. This is about patience, um, abundance. You have all the things that you need. Hope. The rainbow always represents hope. So you hopefully it's not just I guess to play on word, but I just said hope, but hopefully you make a decision that will benefit your children, because obviously there's children involved. You and your children. And I know finances on everything. Finances are on everything. But I can say that it's difficult to just have love without finances, just based on how where we at in we live in America. I mean, you everybody wants to go out on little dates and sort of things like that. So as they say, love without finances is dead. That's one of the things that they say here in America. And I'm not gonna say that it's true or not true, but it's a lot easier if you have financial freedom, maybe to do a little traveling and stuff like that. So again, I'm not telling you or advising you to, choose that king just based on a financial windfall, or I'm not telling you to not choose this prince because he doesn't have uh, financial independence. But what I can say is, this king is very serious. This prince is still playing. It's still dilly dallying. It's still sowing his wild oats. So this king is very serious. He's ready to make a commitment. I don't know where this prince is on that. I don't think that that's where his mind ain't on that yet. It's still being guided with the savage and the lower self. So just take my word for it, okay? All right. Let me get a couple of these as I get ready to close. Another powerful, powerful reading. I'm hoping I can tell by your face that I'm right on. I know you don't want your face on, but I wish you guys could see her face. Give me some clarification or answer. Oh, the snake. The snake. Competition, enemy, clever, malicious. Look over your shoulders. The other woman. And I believe that's talking about your prince. I'm going to put it right here with your prince, because I believe that's the energy that's it. I just got done talking about that. And this, by the way, is Love Oracle cards, just in case you wanted to know. And that card was turned up already. It didn't just flip over, it was just waiting on me to get to it. So it was already prepared to tell you exactly what it is. Give me some, nah, I don't want all of those. Give me some advice. Nope, there we go, thank you. Cupid's arrow. It says, have faith, love is coming, surprise, intuition, or meeting, hesitation. No, I just talked about hesitation. Where was I talked about that in the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. I talked about it in the fact that you didn't have a lot of time. Talk about fast moving energy. Talking about, I said that this is temperance, which is about patience. Saying he's running out of patience since it's in reverse. Told you were hesitating because of reminiscing. At the bottom, hesitation. All right. What other deck? I'm gonna use one more deck. Give me one more Love Oracle card. One more Love Oracle. Okay, I'll take that. All right. Cassette. Outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. Not just say that. Reminiscing. Reminiscing. I just talked about that as being a reminisce card. Now you're playing events over again in your head. Outdated thinking. See? So that tells me you're still in your sacral chakra as well. You're still thinking about a sexual encounter instead of some type of stability. Okay. A couple of these before I close this reading out. And I appreciate everybody for tuning in. And this is Cosmic Oracle Tarot. Oh. Move on. Move on. Someone is unavailable. A waste of time. It's over. I told you, I'm putting that right on the prints. I'm putting it right on the prints. So all of that reminiscing, remember I told you this is reminisce, right? All that reminiscing, it said move on. Someone is unavailable. Didn't I just tell you that he's not ready to settle down? He's still sowing his wild oats. He's not ready to settle down at all. He's not making sound financial decisions. He's in competition with you. He had the other woman. The other woman at the bottom. The other woman. Move on. Outdated thinking. Replaying events over and over in your head. I tell you. I don't know what else you need to know or hear. But as far as love is concerned, I'm leaning towards the king, not the prince. Sorry if that's not what you want to hear, but that's the way the cards are reading. You wanted to know about love. Oh. Last and final one from this deck. Gambling. Oh. Problems with addiction or gambling and bad finances. I'm gonna put that on the prints too. Okay. I don't know what else you need to hear. Bad finances. Can't make it up. Can't make it up. I've said that several times. Can't make it up if that's not a confirmation on the tarot and to the oracle stacked on top of each other. It's all laid out. And then you carrying it like it's a burden. You're acting like it's a burden because you're thinking about this. And in your lower self, it's a burden. But in all honesty, the burden is he's the burden. Again, the snake, competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, the other woman, the snake. Okay? 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 Move on. As I get ready to close, move on. Move on. Someone is unavailable. A waste of time. It's over. Cassette. Outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. Reminisce. Past love. Gambling. It could be see, and when you in the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, you shouldn't be gambling. Not at all. That's a lose-lose situation. Problems with addiction or gambling, bad finances. Yeah, well, like I said again, tarot is just a guide, it's a tool. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest for someone else. Energies are fluid, changes, past, present, future, all simultaneous. Okay? So take what resonates with you. Go inside instead of, where are you? Yeah, here. Instead of this being in reverse, this should be upright. It should be self-guided. Stop taking bad advice, because it's out there. Yeah, it's out there. Go inside yourself. Find answers that resonate for you and bring them out. Okay? This was a love reading for one of my beloved soul tribe. I pray that this gave guidance, shined some light, gave some advice to help make a good decision for you and your children. Okay? All right, guys. I love y'all, man. I'm sending love, light, and power. Anybody who's looking for a reading, love, finances, health, or wealth, whatever, you can reach out via this page, Conscious Awakening. I also have Conscious Awakening on YouTube. You can go to either one of those, leave a comment, or direct message me. And also you can reach me on my Kerwin Jemison page, that's my name. That's my personal page. You can reach me there, and we can sync up times where my availability allows me to do these readings. And again, I appreciate y'all for looking and watching and supporting me. as I release this message to the universe, and I'm asking to be released from the energies of the tarot. I always say, protect the reader and the one who's being read, and I'm asking for protection after I separate myself from this reading and protect the one who was just read and her family and friends. Okay, guys? Again, I love y'all. Love, light, and power. And I'm out.